So back in May, it occurred to me, it is 2025. So one major thing that happened in the summer of 2005 was Hurricane Katrina. So I was like, it's been 20 years. There's going to be a documentary to commemorate 20 years. But what I did was I went back and I watched When the Levees Broke, which came out in 2006. Then I watched something about If the Creek Don't Rise, the sequel that came out in 2010. And then I found out that Netflix was going to have the 20-year thing done by the person that did the first two. And here it is right here. Katrina come hell and high water. Not hella high water. Baby, Shelton Jackson Lee, the streets call him Spike Lee. That man is a documentarian, okay? You need a documentary done about something? Shelton Jackson Lee is who you call. Because he did that. He did this one. He did When the Levees Broke. He did When the Creek Don't Rise. It has a long title. I don't remember the name of it. But the point is, let me just give you the timeline. When the Levees Broke came out in 2006. So it was right after Katrina happened. When the Creeks Don't Rise, the sequel came out in 2010. I might have made a TikTok about that because you have to watch that one, because in that one, you get the FEMA director. There is a quote from the FEMA director saying stuff that's just like, oh. And you ain't never heard him on the record speak again. Mike Brown, I'm talking about. For this one, yet again, Mr. Spike got everybody on the phone, including Soledad O'Brien. I just want to give you a little snippet of what she said. I'm going to quote it. I'm not going to play it. Of what she said. And after watching this and it really washing over me, because in 2005, I had just graduated high school. I was in college. I was in Atlanta when the storm happened. And then I saw people from, that were going to school in New Orleans end up in the AUC, Atlanta University Center, going to school. Like, I was 18 though, so I didn't fully, and I've heard what happened. I watched every documentary that existed. One that came out in 2015, Closed for Storm, about Jazzland. I'm talking about, they just now are developing the land that Jazzland sat on. It wasn't touched on it here, but I'm telling you, they're just now developing that land this year, 20 years later. So if you're driving down I-10 and drove by where Jazzland was, it still said Closed for Storm on the sign. 20 years later, you just still have that to remind you. It's really upsetting. Like, I understood the magnitude of Katrina, and I understood what happened to New Orleans, but it's just like, did I understand it? This here covers the ground.